This video is for you if you are a fashion designer and fashion entrepreneur, or you manage a fashion brand and you ask yourself, should I go to Shopify and why? Why migrate to Shopify when I already have a store on WooCommerce or Wix, etc. In this video, I reveal the ins and outs of Shopify so you can decide for yourself how easy it is to create a website on Shopify. And yes, I share a part of my module that I give as a part of my paid mentoring program. But before we get to this module, here are the 3 reasons why you should adopt Shopify for your fashion brand. Reason number 1, independence. Independence of developers. You can do your website on yourself. No need for any developer. And in this video, I show you how to create your website in just a few hours. Stay with me until the end of the video and you will watch my free training. The reason number 2, your stats. The Shopify stats system is easy to manage on a daily basis. For example, Google Analytics will not be precise enough. With Shopify, you have access to all the essential data to analyze your activities, such as CTR, visit, repurchase rate, average add to cart rate, where the traffic comes from, purchase sources, top purchases, etc. Reason number 3, scalability of your business. This is where you're always up to date on the latest trends in e-commerce without having to do it on yourself or hiring a team of developers to adapt your website to the latest trends. Shopify has already planned everything for you. It will not cost you more than what you have now, but you don't need to add any cost on the top or to code yourself. In conclusion, it is a simple tool to create your site, manage your business, and grow over the years without calling for developers. Now, if you want to create your own website today, I reveal in this video an extract from my paid program, Brand Boost, where I show how to create a website with Shopify. Watch this video until the end, and you'll be able to create your own website. But first, let me give you some numbers. Let's put it on perspective. Shopify hosts over 1.75 million merchants, and it is a leading online sales platform. Plus, 457 million buyers have come and made purchases in stores designed on Shopify. If WooCommerce and Shopify occupy the same market share, about 20% each, Shopify was designed for e-commerce and greatly facilitates the work of entrepreneurs. WooCommerce is a plugin that plugs into a WordPress blog site and was not designed for entrepreneurs, but rather for developers. It requires significant mastery. Find more information on Shopify as well as the link to open your own web store in the description box below this video. I hope I have convinced you. Now, let's get down to business. Let's start making your own website. Here we'll be creating your website. So this video is about how to navigate in Shopify, how to use different themes, how you can personalize them, etc. What you need to do, what is the initial setup you need to do in order to start building your website. So this video is about this. So let's dive in. So first of all, what we'll be doing, you will be installing your theme. This is what I ask you to do. You have a choice of different themes that I advise you in the first module, the module where you've been just right now. So now let's do this. Let's add the theme into your shop. So here how it looks like. So this is when you have nothing, you just started, and you need to work on your website, right? So you have this default theme that I don't advise because it's free and it's limited in terms of features. And once you have any issues, you cannot really contact anyone. So it would be easier for you to buy a theme. It's a little bit of investment, but it's worth it because you will be more supported and you will have more features to work with. So it's better for me to advise you paid version, right? So now you had different themes that I advised you before. So just go to the list, choose the one you want and install it here. So how you can do it? First of all, you can click here. So we are in online store, right? It's a menu just below online store themes. I want to add my theme. Shopify invites me to go to the store. Here I need to search for the theme I choose. So this is something you should do in advance. Now we are creating. For instance, if I want to use Showcase, which I advise for fashion brands, or Broadcast, which is good as well. I have my broadcast theme here. I have the price and I can try it. So I don't need to pay right away, right? So just be mindful that you have different variations here. You need to choose the one you want and then you can go with the one you've chosen, right? So just try everything. It's better to try on mobile phone. Must be your main decision. It's coming from mobile because today 90% of sales comes from mobile. So just be mindful, what do you want in terms of experience, customer experience on mobile. It should be your first choice. Whatever you will choose, first you look at a mobile version. So you have desktop version and you have mobile version here on the top. So this should be your primary choice. How does it look in mobile and how do you want it to be in terms of menu, choose of currencies, languages, etc. So it looks good for me. For instance, this one, I will choose this one. So when I click here, try theme, I will be redirected to my store, right? So here I am in my store, back to my store, and I have this theme here, right? So this one is live. You see, it's marked here, current theme, and I need to work on this one, which is not a live one. It's trial, and I still need to buy it. So before I buy it, I can work on it to customize it, and then I can choose whether I want to buy it or not. So I would advise you to always come here and work from here, from this button, customize, not the one which is live, right? So I click here and I start my customization process. So how does it work? What I advise you to do, first of all, you need to customize general parts of your theme, such as colors, fonts, and everything you want to look like your brand. In the previous documents that you've done, the PAP document, you have your colors stated. So go to your document and see what you have written about your colors and try to make the colors of your brand visible. So for instance, what type of buttons do you want? What colors? How does your text looks like? What kind of font you want for your text? So in order to fix the general part, how will your brand look like? You need to go to general settings. This one, you see, it's general settings. You have it on the left. Just click here and you will see everything you need to customize in order to be able to use your website, like colors, fonts, different choice of fonts. You need to do it before you start working on your website. So you have all your button sets, all your color sets. For instance, what would be the accent? What would be the borders and lines, links? How does links look like? What colors? What will be your header bar color? Header bar, if I took a website already on podcast, there is a header bar, right? This is where you do all your announcements. Then you have a menu, then you have your buttons. How will it look like? Which color? If I click on it, how it will look like, etc. You need to think about it in advance. So use your PAP document where you discussed your colors of your brand. So it will be easy for you to take these kind of decisions, which are clearly essential for your brand image. And then you go to typography and you use the fonts that you want. So it can be whatever you would like. If you don't find the one for your brand, you should Google it and see whether you can add it as an additional font. So it depends. Just try to Google your name of your theme and the font that you want. And sometimes you need to buy them and in order to add them to your theme. Or whether you have any questions, you can always ask for help here. Get support, you see, and you can talk to the support team. This is why I advise you to buy themes, because you have support that you want. So once you've established your colors and your text style, this is basically it. What I would advise you, go to social media and put all the links that you need in order to reference them on your website. And then you can change favicon. It will be the little icon here that you see on the top. How would be represented with which type of image. Then in the cart drawer, what I would advise is to not using cart drawer, basically, because cart drawer, it means that when you go to a product page, it will appear somewhere on the left, on the top corner, and it's not the best way to put people through the process and go to the cart page. It would better to move them directly to the cart page if they want to buy something and not to show a pop-up. So this will avoid you some lost carts and abandoned carts, right? Let's see what we need to move. Other types of things here. Currency, you can choose your currency. Checkout. So the checkout page is very important, right? As I told you, checkout is like, it's a general part that you need to customize. So you need to add your logo here, right? You need to, I don't advise have a background picture, just logo, it would be okay. And then you have no background picture at all. Just pick the right colors and put your logo. It will be enough for a good checkout page, right? And then you need to change buttons and accent on buttons and arrows. Okay? So this is the general part. Let's see if there's something else that you can work on. Theme style. So theme style is what you have chosen when you edit. Here we can't do anything at the moment. You can also work on the style of your product grid, but we will look at this later when we'll be on the product page. So at the moment you just know where you can fix it, right? It's in a general part. You can fix the way the website looks like, okay? Then, so you need to add links to your social accounts, your videos, as I told you, and then I would advise to add Instagram feed up. This is something that you can use in order to show your feed in real time on your website. So you just click add app. It's a free app. You add to your website. So mine is, I go back to my store and I add an app here. Add apps, right? And I choose the app that I want. So I can go directly to the store. Click the name of the app here. Choose it and add it. Normally it will be directly added to my store. Here it is. So this is how you add an app. I install an app now. And you need to connect to your Instagram account. So you choose the right one, right? And you say allow. So you're supposed to be connected to your Instagram beforehand. If you're already connected on your computer, it will be straightforward. If it's not connected on your computer, please connect to your Instagram first and then activate the app, because it will be looking for your current connections. So he tells me that broadcast is not compatible with this app anymore. But why? Because my theme is not bought yet. So you need to buy it first. If you buy it, you will not have this problem, okay? So don't worry about this. This is something that will be fixed once the theme is bought. And then you just need to show the app here, right? It's quite easy. You go to the sections and you add a section with this Instagram feed app. So you have it here. Once you have it, you see there is my Instagram feed. Once you have it, it's quite easy. You can work on the presentation, like you click on these 3 points inside the app, and here you have on the right side, you work on the way it looks like. You can choose the way it looks like how many lines do you have? 1 or 2? How does it work if I click? What type of colors? then you can choose the way it's shown, like collage. You see, it's collages looks nice because you have this big picture in front and then other pictures, and then you have the image size, etc. So you can play with this, okay? Play with this and see what appearance you would like to have. Okay, and then you have the fitting, you can change it, follow us. Normally we put this type of things here and whatever you want to write here, okay? Or you don't want to write anything, so you just take off the phrase. So if you're happy with this, you can save and you move forward. So now I will show you how to organize your menu structure in the main menu from the top to down. So you have a footer and you have main menu, and then we go work back to the, and when we work back on the theme to personalize the theme. So in order to work on your menu structure, go back to your shop. Like if you are in the theme, sorry, all my windows open. If you're here and you want to work on your menu structure, you need to exit, right? And you go back to navigation inside online store. And here you have your two main menus, like the main menu on the top and the footer menu. So in order to work on the main menu, I would advise you, first of all, you can edit. So you can put shop, for instance, apply changes. Then you should put whatever you would like new in. If you want to put an accent on new in. And contact, I would advise to keep on footer. So here you can click, you can keep like about us, okay? And it's not about contact, it's about blog pages or pages, whatever. So you don't have much at the moment, so it's difficult to work on the menu, but when you have something, you can just choose which way you want this to go. Apply changes. So this is my main menu. And now if I want to create structure inside the shop, I need to create menu first. For instance, I want to have dresses, right? I don't have much here in collections or in products, but when you have, just choose the right product if it goes to a product page, or choose a collection if it goes to a whole number of products grouped together. Like you can group dresses, you can group pants, you can group new collection, you can group sales, anything you want. Just you need to create collection first, right? So if I have this menu, I can just take it and pull it to the shop, and you see it goes right down after the shop. So this is how you create structure. This is how you can create main menu and then sub menus. So I've just created a sub menu that will be visible in the main menus. This is my structure. So for instance, it looks like this. You have your main menu here, and then you have your sub menus like this one, you see? So this is what I've just done on this example. So this is how you should work. And then you have you go back and you have your footer. In footer menu, basically what we'll put anything you need to have, like your sales conditions, your delivery, return, FAQ, contact, anything you want to add in addition in the footer, you should put here. For instance, with Shopify, it is very simple to add your different terms and conditions, which goes directly to the footer. For this, you need to go to settings, go to policies, right? Policies. This is where you should create all your legal stuff. Your refund policy, your privacy policy, terms of service, shipping policy, contact information, terms of sale, legal notice, right? You need to put just text here, copy text. When you have this such of documents, say you have them already, just copy text and then save. Here you will save it. Like I can write something like an example, a test, whatever. I save it. And the easy part that once you've done it, you don't need to create any pages, legal pages. You can go directly to your navigation, go to footer menu, and edit. And then, for instance, I want to have my, when I search for return policy, I go to policies, right? The text I've just written, and I have my choice. So I have privacy policy, refund policy. Each time you add text there, they will be here. You will see them here. So, for instance, I put my refund policy here, apply changes, and here it is. I have a menu dedicated to my return policy, you see? And I didn't create any page. I just added the text in the right place. So this is something you should consider. And then you save menu. So when I go to my website, I will see this in the footer, right? And you continue like this, add menu, and you add for each type of page that you want to add in the footer. So this is how you work on the menu structure in navigation in online store. And once you did it, you can go back to your theme and personalize your theme. Other stuff that you need to do, and that's why for people who need to migrate, they should migrate first. In such a way, they will have their products and images. You need to have products because anyway, you will work on the product. So you need to add them. In this case, you go to your online store in products, and if you migrate your website, you will have all the products listed here. If you don't, you start with 0. You need to add products one by one, and you start with description, title, description, images, videos. I advise a lot videos now, so you need just to add URLs from YouTube or whatever platform that you choose, and then you put prices. You show like unit price per product. You can use this compare at price if you make sales. Then if you have SKU or barcode, you can use here. And shop location, if anywhere available as well, and your region, your country, etc. So this is how you create products, right? This is a very basic part. And once you have your products, you need to group them in collections. So this is how you can group dresses, pants, sales, whatever. And you group them by tags. For instance, if I want to have a dress here, I will create a tag dress like this, okay? And when I go to collections, so you need to save. I don't have anything, but I will show you an example on the active website. So here you have your products. This one, for instance, there is a title, there is a description, pictures, and there are tags, right? So once you have tags, you go to collections and you can find those tags, or you can create any collection you want. For instance, here I have a collection of t-shirts, and what I do, I put my tag here in conditions. So any product type equal to t-shirt will be pulled up here. Okay, so this is how you can create collections, and then those collections you put in menus, so the website will show the right products under the description that you've put, right? So, for instance, if I want to create a new collection, I just put the name, test. Don't put description. When you put description, it will be shown on your website, and it takes place, the text. And then you put your whatever tag you need, like I want to use accessories, and that's it. Okay. If you want it to be referenced in search engines, just click here and use your keywords, description, etc. So this is how it will be appearing to Google or any search engine, and people will see your collection page as well. Then you can choose the way it will be structured automatically or manually. So you can choose manually if you want them to have a particular structure, or automated. It will be easier because you just need to create a tag and it will pull everything related to this tag. Because manual, you need to find products by yourself. So if I do save and I go back to this, you see, everything which is related to accessories tag is pulled here. So I have just created my collection right now. So this is very easy. I need to delete it because it's a test. Okay, you see how it works? So this is the basic structure of your website. You have a menu, the structure of the menu, you have your products, and you group them into different groups so you can easily use it in the menus, for instance. Okay, you can think of already about your inventory, how many products you should put. Like you have 10 of them, put 10. If you don't have products and you sell in pre-sales mode, you still can put quantities. For instance, you want to sell 10 of them, put 10 of them, because this is how you will be able to sell. And then you can quantify them. Okay, I sold 10 pieces of products, so I will make 10 of them, or I will make 20 because I will sell more later. Okay, so still put it an active inventory for products that you sell in pre-sales mode. If you don't have them, that's okay. You can still put the inventory. So this is how you can sell stuff. Delivery. It is very important to work on the delivery because this is where most people will drop if it is not clear for them and they will not continue with your brand. So in order to work on delivery conditions, you need, first of all, to set up your shipping rates. And this is something that you can work on in settings. And you go to shipping and delivery. And once you're here, you can manage your fees, right? So first of all, you need to consider to use shipping zones. That means that you can have by country or by European Union or by any other ways of structuring your zones. It depends on the shipping conditions that you have from your supplier. And you can have both type of shipping, standard and express. And then in order to work on that, you just need to, first of all, manage your location where you deliver from your products, and then create shipping zones. So you can choose by countries or by regions, like Asia, rest of the world. Then you have Europe. Everything is already customized here. You just need to choose what you want, right? You have North America, etc. So just choose your region and state, once you've created your zone, go here, edit rate, and you start editing, right? What is standard does it mean for you? What express does it mean for you? What are the rates? If there is a minimum price order you need to have in order to get another price, just choose it here, okay? You can remove conditions, so there is no condition, there is only one fee, or you can add conditions and create several fees according to the cart value. If, for instance, I've bought for 100 euros and I have a free delivery, it will be free here starting from 100, okay? So this is how you work your fees, delivery fees. Let's move on. So you've seen how to create your shipping rates, conditions, minimum price order. Then you need to name your website. So go to your website. We were here, online store. And in preferences, you need to name it. It is important. Like, you know, for instance, if you're on Google and you look for a brand name, for instance, me and them, you see, they write a description here for women's designer, fashion, luxury clothing, and then there is a little bit more about the shop. So it's very important for search engine optimization. So you need to put it here. Sorry, you need to put it here, right? in Preferences, Online Store, you put the name of the store, so it will be title, and then a little bit description. Please use the keywords that you consider are important for you. And here you add an image. This is something that will be shareable through social networks, etc. So you can choose the image that represents best your shop. And here you should put your Google Analytics account. So if you have one, please go to your Google Analytics. At the moment, for Google Analytics, you should use UA account, right? We don't use G4 at the moment because Shopify is not has not yet validated this type of pulling data. So if you go to administration and you see you have your account here, like property, you have several properties. Maybe you can have UA and you can have GA4. So I have both of them, but I use UA because Shopify only works with this one at the moment, and GA4 you cannot use it with Shopify at the moment. So it will be maybe fixed next year, but at the moment you just take the previous Google Analytics way of doing things, the previous type of property. Just click here into your property and you take this ID, you choose it, click it and copy it, and then you go back to your store and you put it here, right? So this is how you can track your store on Google Analytics. And then we'll set up Facebook, but it's take more time to do that. So I will do a separate video for this. Just save here. And that's it. It is still protected with a password because you're not online yet. So you can take off this feature when you're ready to show up. And I would advise to take off the captcha because it's very annoying for an end user to use the captcha. What's next? Then you go to your theme. This is where you work with the theme. So you have 3 ways of working with your theme. You have storytelling page, you have publish your theme, and you have product page. So you need to learn how to customize all this on your website, and I will do it in the next video because, you know, it will be easier for you to track my videos. So see you in the next video. Bye.